The rain gods may be playing spoilsport today, but I'm still smiling. Because would you just look at that? Just look at that cute little car. Too bad we're going to be driving it to death today. Only its battery. Because the MG Comet is our latest range test dummy, and we're going to take it on a full Pune city darshan today to drain that battery out. 100% charge and 200 kilometers of range, and the weather's adding an extra challenge as well. So today is going to be a lot of fun. So the plan for today is going to be a bit of a city loop that we're going to do over and over again. It's going to get a little bit monotonous. So to spice up the day, we're going to need to take a few breaks because this test is going to take quite a while. We're going to need to eat a few meals, and we're going to play meal roulette today. The city route we picked is part of our regular mileage test route that we use for our efficiency testing. It has consistent traffic throughout the day and has high and low speed sections in it. A proper mixed bag. More mixed bag today though with the rain. I'm feeling a little hungry now, and as I mentioned before, we're going to play a little food roulette just to spice things up. And here's how that's going to work. I'm going to call someone, and that person is going to give me a place to go to eat that meal. So breakfast, Nabil is always good at picking out good breakfast places. Let's wake him up now.
Hello.
Hello Nabil, good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
How's it going? I heard you had a shoot last night.
Yeah, it was quite tiring, man. We got back around 2 o'clock in the night.
And I'm waking up at 10 in the morning. Ha 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 ha.
Yes, sir.
Acha, so I'm playing food roulette today, and I need you to tell me a place where I should have breakfast today.
Interesting. You were driving a Comet, right, today?
Yep.
Oh, then it will be fun for you. For breakfast, for shoot, we usually go to the Irani cafe, but not the Bane one, the Kalyani Nagar one.
Oh, why?
Yeah,
aren't they the same?
Yeah, I mean, the brand is the same, but the food is definitely better there.
Okay, fine.
And the service is also quicker, so you'll have to wait less. I know you're on a long shoot today, so I don't want to waste your time.
Yeah, it is going to be a long one.
And speaking of a long shoot, how far have you traveled today?
So yeah, I've lost about 10% of range. Yes, it's just at the start of the thing, but I'm feeling hungry, so I can't help it. 10% of range, so 89% now. I have 178 range in the batteries, but we've only covered about 17 kilometers so far. So yeah, it is going to be a long day.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, from what and speaking from experience here, you should be driving till late in the evening for about like 5, 6 o'clock at least, no?
Yeah, probably.
Especially given that you get hungry quite often, so you'll be taking more stops on the way, I'm sure.
Yes. Cool.
I'm happy with my night shoot. You enjoy driving the Comet.
Will do. Catch you later in office.
Alright, sir.
Sooner, hopefully, than later. Alrighty, bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Breakfast was done in a jiffy. The rain had slowed to a slight drizzle, and the traffic was flowing slowly but smoothly. Things were looking up, but I think I'm forgetting something.
Hello.
Hey, good morning, Amay.
Morning. Alan, where are you?
I am on drive to death with the Comet, and I have a small... going good. I have a small request for you.
Yeah, tell me.
To spice things up, we are playing food roulette. So, I throw you a question and you send me in the direction of some place. So right now, I'm looking for coffee. Where do you suggest I get coffee right now?
Coffee right now. Third wave coffee.
Ooh, wow. Okay, so I've literally just come from there. But anyway, that's how Roulette goes. I'll turn around, pick up a quick coffee, and get back to it.
Okay, how far is that? Hey, but before you keep the call, how many kilometers have you done?
Completed about 35 kilometers. Yeah, 35 kilometers,
Okay.
78% battery,
Oh, not
and
bad.
I have a range showing of 156 kilometers more. So quite a ways
Oh,
to
that's a
go.
lot of kilometers to go. Yeah.
Yep. So I'll see you
Enjoy.
late. I'll see you late in the office.
Yep.
Alrighty.
See you.
Chalo.
Yeah.
Bye. And now that we're all set with our coffee, it's time to drain some juice from the batteries and put some proper kilometers on the odometer. So, wanted to address just one thing that I'm sure all of you have seen the Comet brochure, are thinking as well. And what I'm talking about is the power figures from that electric motor. So around about 40 odd horsepower, which is also similar numbers to the Duke 390 in terms of horsepower. And you're wondering, well, a car meant for 4 people, obviously a car that's heavier than a Duke 390, is 40 horsepower going to be enough? Well, so we're in a traffic light waiting for it to go green. I have about 10 seconds more to go. And let me just show you how easy it is to keep up with the rest of traffic. It's not like it's blistering performance, but it's more than adequate for the city. So we're ready to go, and I have a little bit of a gap, so I can go a little faster than the rest of the traffic, and it's easy. I'm not even half throttle for that little spurt over there. In traffic, more than adequate to keep up with traffic. Yes, again, now this is a city car. You're not going to be taking it out on the highway too often, and when you do, yes, you will feel that number, the 40 odd horsepower, the effects of that. But it's also got over 100 newton meters of torque, and you're probably thinking, okay, I'm alone in the car right now, yeah, it should do okay. But yesterday we filled this car with Tushar, Arun, myself, and Nabil as well, and quite honestly, we were a good number over the payload for this Comet, and it still performed amicably well. We didn't have any issues. We were just driving around our office in traffic, and we never felt, we did a couple of slopes as well, we never ever felt that it wouldn't do what we needed it to do, especially in the city. Time for another phone a friend.
Hello?
Hello.
What's
What's up? So, Ishan, I am doing Drive to Death with the Comets. And
Comet?
yes.
Okay.
And we're playing a bit of a game with people in office. So, you have to tell me where I'm going to have lunch. Any random place.
KFC.
KFC. This is why auto journalists are the size that we are. Cool. Sounds good. And you are my 50% check. So we've done 51% on the battery. I have a range of about 102 kilometers remaining and covered 939 kilometers. Sorry, 939 is the Odo. I've done about 89 kilometers since the
89
start.
and 110 to go. Not bad. 200 kilometers.
Yeah, 102. So just around 189, 180 something thereabouts. If my math is right. My math is always wrong.
Not bad for a small city car.
Yep. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Okay.
I'll see you at office
Fun
later.
experience too.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Chalo.
Chalo.
Bye.
Bye bye. Adios. Post lunch, we got back in the groove of Pune traffic again. Not much had changed. Traffic was flowing, the rain was falling, we were driving. But then. So we're getting into the closing stages now. I would have liked a tea break, phoned a friend for a tea break, but it's kind of getting late in the day. We are already at 6:45 p.m. in the midst of rush hour traffic now. There's not much time to stop anywhere. So I'm just going to do a quick stat check. We're at 25% remaining. The range is still 50 kilometers and I have completed 135 kilometers of driving today. I still have 50 kilometers more to go, but that's going to be in the dark. So I thought I'd just check base once while the light is, well, somewhat decent. And also something that's a sure shot sign that we are in the closing stages is I'm seeing the first change to the way the Comet is delivering power. So at around 26%, the throttle started getting even. I'm been driving in eco the whole day, eco with a heavy regen mode on to try and get back as much range as possible. And now at 26%, it actually finally, I mean, the first signs of a change in the way it's delivering its power. So the throttle response has become much more gentler. It doesn't seem to be any cap on speed per se, so it's able to accelerate up to 60 and 70 almost on. I had one little open stretch, but the acceleration has become much more gradual. So there's a deadening sort of the throttle pedal, as it's not allowing you to take, as it's restricting the amount of juice you can get from the battery pack as it tries to extend its range. Will it work? What other changes will we come across? Well, we'll get to that soon. As we continued on, the light faded. The traffic increased and then reduced to a crawl. The last stages of these things are really a struggle. Also, the more time we spent stopped, the longer this test was going to take. Finally, at 9:40, the MG dropped to 1%. That meant we're done. And we are finally done with Drive to Death with the MG Comet. We're at 1%, so the end of the test. MG claims that it's going to do 230 kilometers. That's the claimed range. In the morning, when it was at 100%, we were showing 200 kilometers of range, and we managed 182 kilometers today through Pune's chock-a-block traffic. We've been at it since 8:30 in the morning. It's 9:40 now in the night. We had a lot of breaks, but still very good range, pretty predictable. The way the car behaved also as the range kept dropping down was also very predictable. The AC kept working all through. In fact, it's still working now with just 1% of charge left. The power did start dropping off after 6%, but the speed was still up. I mean, even with 1%, I was able to take it up to 30 kilometers per hour. So it's a nice, predictable electric. And well, that's how Drive to Death went today. I have one question for you. Did you think I was going to ask you what I should have for dinner? Well, after all of that eating today, I'm calling it quits. I'm going straight to bed.